So today I'm going to show you how I get ready for IV fluids. My nurse is on her way. She's going to administer some IV fluids, and I'm just going to walk you through how I prepare my PICC line for that, so that way when she gets here she's able to just connect the IV fluid. As I've showed you in another video, of course I have to have my bag of fluids, and also other supplies that I need are my saline flush, my heparin flush, IV tubing. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. So first things first, I need to disconnect my Zofran pump. This one's pretty much empty, so I'm just going to throw it away. Now, if it wasn't empty, what I would do is disconnect it, and I'd put a little alcohol cap to keep it sterile. So this would go, let me show you a little bit better. So this little cap right here is a sterile cap, and it has alcohol inside. I would put that on the edge of the tubing to keep it clean while it's not being used. But since this one is almost like nearly empty, I'm just going to toss it. So I lock it, and where's my alcohol? Here's the alcohol. You guys know that I clean everything with alcohol. If you've seen my previous video about changing my IV, my Zofran pump, excuse me, then you know that that we have to use alcohol to clean everything. Once again, here's my PICC line tubing side. Here's my Zofran tubing side. I'm just going to disconnect the two, like so, and throw this away. I'm going to clean the PICC line cap here. Now I'm going to flush it. Again, flushing it keeps the PICC line open, helps to prevent clotting, things like that. Now I'm going to be flushing with both saline and heparin. So here's the salines. I usually do about 5 cc's of saline. Then I grab my heparin, and the heparin also helps with to prevent clotting. So here's the little heparin, as you see this heparin lock, and I'll go ahead and flush with all of this, and then I'll finish with the rest of the saline. Saline's done, so flushing is done. And since my nurse isn't here, what I need to do to keep the PICC line cap clean is I'll put a cap on it right here. This also has alcohol in it, and it'll keep this sterile for me. When she gets here, she'll hook up my IV. I have IV tubing ready for her. I have my IV fluids ready for her. So she'll connect this, and she'll put it up on my IV pole, and it's on a gravity drip, so it just goes in pretty slowly actually, and it takes about a good 4.5 hours for just that one bag to run through completely. So I'm disconnected from the Zofran for a good 4 to 4.5 hours. So sometimes what I do is I'll take a 4 milligram tablet during that time, and that'll help with the nausea. So anyway, that's what goes into preparing for IV fluids. So as you see, it's a little bit different than changing out Zofran medicine, whereas Zofran medicine, I don't need as much, right? I just need to flush it with saline and then connect a new Zofran ball. IV fluids, I have to flush with both Zofran and heparin, and I have to do the same thing when I prepare for a shower too. So when preparing for a shower, I also flush with both saline and heparin, and then I have to cover my arm to prevent my PICC line dressing from getting wet. It can't get wet at all. So what I find easiest is I just get a Ziploc bag, like a big one, gallon is fine. I cut the very bottom out, and then I just pull it over my arm like so, 2 people need to do this. I can't do this on my own, so usually my hubby helps me with this. Then we tape either side and just secure it so that way no moisture can get in. With my 3rd pregnancy, we didn't know about the convenience of just using a Ziploc bag, so we would wrap it, and we'd wrap my PICC line in saran wrap, and it was a nightmare. Ziploc bag and some good medical tape, that'll keep your dressing dry, and then you're good to go. Take a shower or bath, whatever you need to do. If you have any questions, comment below. Please share this video with your friends, with your family, to help spread HG awareness. All right, thanks so much. Bye-bye.